How do you stay current with industry trends and issues?
Well, obviously there are the different periodicals that I read. We're a member of the International Festivals and Events Association. I haven't really gotten into ICES, the International Society of Event Specialists, I guess. Yes. I figured for once I have to explain ICES. Yes. A bunch of event people. And I haven't really gotten too involved with MPI because we don't have anything up here. International festivals and events, I've gone to their conferences, and so I can call up people from Disney, people from the Rose Bowl, people from big festivals all over. Our country music festival, we've got people that are from Country Thunder that I've met and I can talk to and ask them questions. So that's how I stay up on it. And then with the music festival portion, I've also got to be involved with a lot of entertainment and who's up and coming in country music, in the blues. Polka, really not that big of a music. It's not a big music genre. I know it's shocking. They've yet to come up with the Gambies. Or Gomies.
I have to do with brides too. Pinterest. Spend a lot of time on Pinterest. Magazines. I have to look through the magazines. Like one of the main things they put in the magazine, make sure you find out where the restrooms are. Don't avoid that on your site visit because they've got it on your checklist. And I love after a site visit, take them back into the office and we're sitting over that and I says, that list of questions, how'd they do? I only have one more and you've answered all of them. Read the magazines. It's important to know what they are. Go on their websites. An eye-opener for me this weekend is my son got married. So I was on the other side of a wedding. And it was a little different for me. It's been different from the very beginning because the bride wanted, future daughter-in-law, which is now my daughter-in-law, wanted to plan it herself. So it's sit on my hands and don't say anything and let her do it. She came to me with some things she needed. But to be on the other side of a wedding and how they did it, there were some things that were done differently that I found them eye-opening. And then they had the parents walk down the aisle, and as soon as I walked down the aisle, I lost it the whole time until after the ceremony. My son wouldn't even look at me because he says, I knew you'd be crying. But it was interesting to be on the other side of it. And I have a little more understanding of that.
That's what you said. I used to go to MPI, NACE, National Association of Catering and Executives. I used to belong to ICES. I used to go to a lot of associations and also read magazines. Magazines. Look at the latest trends. I also look at fashion magazines because whatever's in fashion with the colors will help you determine what to get in your stock or who you go to with your vendors. So I did a lot of fashion magazines, what was in. My guest speaker brought up a great thing today about the 80s coming back.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he made an example that the bright neon colors were coming back with the boat shoes and...
Because it wasn't wrong enough the first time.
I know. You know, the big hair, the head, yeah. But that's what I used to do, look at fashion magazines, look at how people are dressing, because that says a lot about the brides, it says a lot about where society is going as a whole, what's being known as the edge. I also did a wedding last 2 weekends ago, which from a different perspective. I actually officiated my first wedding, which was an eye-opening experience. I was very honored. But I did that, and it gave me a different perspective because the person doing the wedding, coordinating, I used to do that job. So being on the other side and not having a word to say, or just like, okay. And then my best friend, who was my assistant, who was my she would come to me, do you think she's doing it right? And I'm like, I'm just supposed to marry you. Yeah, that's how I got out of it. So I'm just supposed to marry you. But I ended up doing the place cards. I ended up going over the city. I ended up doing a lot more than what I wanted to do. But yeah, it was her day. So I used to do, when I lived in Boston, I used to go to the Boston Logan and look at people. And people watch. I would look at people and try to understand what was important to them. You know, and look at that aspect. Because like I said, I love that whole process of an idea, making it into something they can hold on to. And then seeing that, yes, that's pretty good.